Never flatter organizations, matrix teams, or task forces where no single member of the group has more appointed authority than any other member. Often, each of us has what we see as the best idea in the meeting, and our ego is bruised if others don't agree. We fight internal politics, cliques, and silo thinking. We are obsessed with creating buy-in for our ideas so that our ideas stick and bear fruit. It's certainly not easy. Added to that, we're ambitious. We want to do a great job and be seen to be doing so in order to move up through the organization. We want to influence our bosses to buy into our ideas, to rate us more highly at review time, to give us a bigger salary increase. But the greatest idea, or most noble intent, championed by the poorest persuader, will forever remain unheard. A fight for resources. At the best of times, we have to work hard to gain sponsorship for our cause, be that in the form of time, money, public support, or otherwise. Now, in an age of cutbacks, reductions in real earnings, and record low disposable income, our organizations bravely face even more of a challenge: to persuade people in the toughest of times to spend or donate generously with fewer resources to get in front of them. A challenge closer to home. As a child of the 70s, I grew up in an age of being present. I'd play with friends or by myself with twigs, ropes, cap guns and Lego. We'd spend an entire day riding our bikes around the countryside, wearing our jackets as capes and our mudguards folded under to sound like a motorbike. We had computers, but played them infrequently. We had no internet, no mobile phones. If anyone wanted to reach us, including our parents, they'd have to leave a message with someone and wait until we received it. Nowadays, our children are constantly on, or at least want to be. If we're not vigilant, they'll watch TV whilst listening to music and researching their homework on a notebook connected to a school virtual learning environment and interacting with friends via Facebook and Twitter. In some ways, they're more confident, more exposed to the world, more clued up. They study work in primary school that we studied in high school. They live, grow, and think at a rate far faster than we did. We have fewer extended families in touch with each other, and elders, the bedrock of society, don't have the same relevance. They were of use when life was predictable and came in cycles. From the perspective of many of our children, the rate of change nowadays weakens authority figures' credibility. But they're still kids, and they still need direction, which is difficult when they're 13 years old and taller than us, thinking that we don't understand the way the world works nowadays. The more we direct and instruct, the more opposition we create. Time, the new currency. Arguably, there's something even more important than a shifting attitude to authority, flatter organizations, and increased competition for resources: time. Studies show we are working longer hours, spending less time at home, and even walking 10% faster than a decade ago. The amount of interactions we have on a weekly basis has increased exponentially, often meaning we have less time with each person to get something done. Isn't the ability to consistently get straight to yes with more people, bypassing long, drawn-out conversations, but in a way that also promotes healthy relationships, something that we all need? Contained within this book is a collection of the fastest ways to yes known to man. Simple methods that will boost your results and your relationships, enlist, persuade, and motivate your audience, all designed for a new age of influence. In summary, perhaps it's fair to say that modern-day possibilities match modern-day problems. It's the age of the entrepreneur. Entrepreneurship is not what we're taught at school. There are very few classes I know of that teach our children business thinking, pitching for funding, marketing, sales, consumer psychology, or leadership. Certain schools offer enterprise schemes for selected children to give them some of this experience. Some schools have connections with industry, but in reality, the numbers are negligible. The bottom line is that we emerge into a new world lacking the basic skills that we'll need during the course of our natural working life. Uplifting, eh? So, you have some choices here. You can: 1. Write a letter to your old head teacher or principal explaining in detail how they failed to prepare you for the information.